Now, the holidays are a time for family and loved ones, but not everyone is fortunate enough to have family close by or anyone to really share the holidays with. Some people can find the holidays to be kind of lonely. If that is the case for you, we're helping you through the holidays this morning by helping you not feel alone. Dr. Ida Green joining us with some helpful advice. And there are 4 things and 4 kind of tips that you're giving people this morning of things that we can do to not feel lonely if someone is alone. So thank you for coming.
Thank you. And you know, one of the most important things is to realize that just because we're alone, we doesn't need to feel lonely. And one of the things that I really suggest is that they get some Christmas cards, even though it may be late. Get us some Christmas cards, send out Christmas cards to people. You can also give Christmas cards to people in your neighborhood. The other thing you can do is you can establish a sing-along. Even though it's kind of late right now, you can still sing along in the community. A third tip that you can do is invite yourself to a meetup. And a 4th tip is that one of the things that I really feel is important is that to give, to reach out so they can go to a skilled nursing facility, they can go volunteer and help people. And they can also take a pet, like a stuffed animal, when they go to the nursing home, and naturally they can adopt a pet.
Yeah, that's a great tip. I want to talk about more of the emotional side of things too. There are some things that you mentioned that you want to focus and remember when you had the most fun in your life and not just about Christmas. Do you mean kind of remembering back to fonder times when you were surrounded maybe by friends and family?
Absolutely. You know, I can think of when I was 9 years old and we went up into the country, and that was the most fun time. It was playing in the hay. And then I remember another time when I was 15, my first time away from home, and we were able to go out and go to a segment facility, and it was just a lot of fun. So being away from home can be a wonderful thing. So you need to think about a time when they were really happy, and not necessarily Christmas, because sometimes you get sad about Christmas, but if you had a wonderful time in your childhood, which we all have, it makes a big difference.
And also think about things that you're grateful for that a lot of us take for granted. You know, your vision, your ability to walk, simple things like that. And, you know, there's always someone who has it worse off than you do, always. So just try to keep a positive outlook. You said that really helps people.
It does. You know, one of the things that I realized is that about a week or 2 weeks ago, I injured my knee and couldn't walk, and I took that for granted. So we can't ever take anything for granted because things can always change. So we need to be thankful for walking, smiling, and the vision.
Such simple things. Well, we want to talk once again about the animal aspect of things. You know, dogs especially can bring so much joy to someone's life, and we're joined by Katie Woolsey from the Escondido Humane Society. This is actually a dog that can be adopted. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having us. This is Otter. He's about 10 months old and just about as cute as he can be.
Yes. So tell me, once again, Doctor, you know, some of the emotional aspects of adopting a dog at Christmas time and this sort of joy that can bring to people.
Well, it is important because animals can bring us so much joy, and especially for the elderly, you know, I think a cat or a dog is really very valuable, and it can make the heart feel good because it's something they can love and care for. So just finding something you can care for and love is very valuable.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily have to be a dog, cats, a fish, you know, hamster, whatever you do like. So tell me more about the Escondido Humane Society and the need that you have right now.
Well, we can always use wonderful volunteers, and she mentioned that volunteering is actually a great way to kind of appease your loneliness. Obviously, first and foremost, you're helping animals who need you, but what's wonderful is you're meeting like-minded people who are also passionate about the cause. We have a lot of volunteers who've made lifelong friends away from the shelter just by coming in and walking a dog or cuddling a cat, so that's another added benefit. Volunteering
is such a wonderful thing to do all year long, you know, also during the Christmas season. That's so important. Where can we find more information on you?
www.AskDrIdaGreen.com.
And tell me about your book a little bit more.
My book is really powerful because it helps people to think about the things that have caused them to feel alone. And just because you're lonely does not mean you need to feel alone. In this book, I give tips of what you can do and how you can enrich your life and be more fulfilled and be a better person.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much. Thank you, Katie, for coming in today. And you can find more information on all the dogs available at the Escondido Humane Society. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.